Oh, so I met my regional manager today. It was very strange. I was clocking out for work, and then this lady comes behind the desk who I've never seen, and she's like, "Hi, I'm the regional manager." I'm like, "Oh, hello."
Like, cool.
And then it's like, well, I'm about to clock out, and then the lady who was training me is about to clock out, and there's no one going to be behind this desk for the rest of the night. She's like, "Yeah, that's why I'm here, to solve that issue." And then she pulls out the loudspeaker, and he's like, "All managers to the front, please." And then everyone kind of made a beeline, and my general manager, who I never see come out of her ivory tower except to complain that she's being forced to come down and do the grunt work, came out of the shadows in a white coat, and I was like, "Are you a doctor? Like, what the?" And then I guess she was helping the meat department, which is strange. I didn't know she did that, but still. And she had this look on her face like, "Oh shit," because
that's always a good sign.
Because long story short, my the store I work for is very low staff. I was brought on a week ago, and now I'm a full-time employee, and I operate in 3 different departments that they are lying to me saying it's all one department.
Nice. You'll love to see it.
But anyway, fuck work. Let's talk about the Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. So Eric, we were talking about how in the cartoon, or maybe the way you experienced it similar to I did, the straight-to-home VHSs. Remember when they used to say, instead of saying Pokemon, they would say Pokemon?
Pokemon.
I don't.
You don't remember that? They
Yeah,
used to...
I didn't really watch a lot of Pokemon as a kid.
Whoa. Nah, I was right in the middle of that Pokemon craze before I even knew, like, what was... It's weird, because people always talk about, oh yeah, the 90s Pokemon craze, and I'm like, I don't know what year that started. I just remember a time... I have a vague recollection of a time in my life without Pokemon, and just, like, a bunch of memories of being obsessed with Pokemon.
Pokemon came out in 99, right?
I think so.
Yeah, the Pokemon movie came out in 99, because I remember specifically the sequel to that, which was called Pokemon 2001. Or it was Pokemon 2000, one of the two. And
Pokemon
it was...
2000. It was... Dude, Pokemon 2000 was lit.
Was it?
The only, like, Pokemon thing.
Or was it a weird filler episode where Pikachu runs into some street Pichus in an alleyway and fucks around and does arts and crafts?
The Pokemon 2000 I remember had that giant dragon that had that dumbass prophecy that was just wordplay.
What was the prophecy?
Sounds good.
I remember the dragon, I just don't...
Basically, it said, like, oh, when the world is at its worst, it shall turn to ash. And they're like, oh, it's gonna be destroyed. And then they're like, no, your name is that. I'm like, fuck you, movie. I hate this.
Whoa. I think I remember that.
Pokemon 2000.
That sounds so good.
Is that why Ash's name is Ash? I never understood why.
No, his name is Ash because they want him to sound like an American dude.
Yeah, but Ash is a girl's name.
Don't worry about it.
That's not. It's like Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2.
You're right.
I love Evil Dead.
Never seen it somehow.
Good.
Pretty good horror movie.
Yeah.
Well, it's like more of like a horror comedy, right?
The second one is. Every movie gets less serious. So the first one is like kinda campy, and then the second one is kind of almost a comedy, and then the third one is just like schlocky, like popcorn flick. The third one is not amazing, but it's good. It's good enough.
There.
I met Bruce Campbell live at a Comic-Con, and all these people were like, "Yeah, I love you in Evil Dead. I got all these sick tattoos," and I'm like, "Hey, it's that guy from Burn Notice." Which, you know, I felt very out of place. I was like, how come no one's talking about Burn Notice? They keep talking about this Ash thing. I don't know what they're talking about. Pokemon?
Is that what you said to
Pokemon?
him? Is that really what you said?
No, some girl said that. She was like, "Oh, I haven't seen Ash in the Evil Dead. I've seen you in Burn Notice though." And then he was like, "Are you serious?" And then he was like, "So you've only seen me as a less than his prime drunken old man, and not me in like the at the peak Hollywood moment of my career?"
Nope.
And then she tried to like pass away the mic. "Oh no, you can't hide from this now. I've put you in an uncomfortable position. I'm gonna relish it."
That's funny.
And I'm sitting there like,
Guy.
and I'm sitting there. I was gonna ask about what it was like being in Spider-Man.
Like, not anymore.
Bruce Campbell's best performance. Yeah, not after that.
You should have asked him about Sky High.
Nope, he's not. In,
Big
oh,
Sky
you're
High
right.
fan.
He's the gym teacher in
Guy
Sky High.
says sidekick
Dude, oh my god.
in the trailer. He says sidekick.
Honestly, if I were to
You know
ever
Bruce
make
Campbell's
like,
in the movie.
if I were to ever make like a show or like, you know, like a travel show, whatever the fuck it is, I would just go to conventions and ask actors at panels about their most esoteric shit just every time.
That sounds like it would be funny for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's all I
No.
need.
No, because I get really into it. The other day so Eric, you weren't here for this, but we found out that, you know, Doug's first movie, like do Doug. So he had a movie. It's called Doug's First Movie. I had it on VHS. I'm a very big fan of that film.
We all are.
Yeah, you're a
Everyone
fan
loves
too.
Doug.
No one is not liked Doug, so everyone loves Doug. So,
Okay.
yeah, you love Doug. Anyway,
When's he gonna kiss Patty?
dude, when is he gonna kiss Patty? So, man. So,
Foaming at the mouth with excitement.
so there was a premiere, Doug's first movie, the premiere, and I'm like, this isn't real. This is like some fake promo commercial for ABC, but it was real, and Disney put money into it, and they had floats, and there was like a red carpet and photographers, and like they had like their A-list celebrities show up, like the Olsen twins were there. Everyone south of Miley Cyrus was there. The actors from Boy
Dude, Miley
Meets
Cyrus
World
is
were.
not around yet.
The boy from Boy Meets World was there, and they're like, "Why are you here?" And he's like, "I love Doug." He had the green vest on and everything, and I DM'd him on Twitter. I'm like, "Were you really in Doug's first movie, or was that was that fake? Did you really go and watch that movie live in a premiere with Jim Jenkins, the creator of Doug, there and like actually be there?" You know who else was there? Doug himself. He shows up. He talks to the camera people. They're like, "Hey guys, it's Doug." And it's not what you think, Eric. It's not like a guy wearing a Doug suit is going around like, "Hey, it's me, Doug, at the premiere." They animated, like, as in like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit. They animated Doug dressed up in a tuxedo entering his own premiere.
They did do that. It looked good.
And he was talking to press, and for something that came out in like the 90s, I still kind of don't believe it's real.
That's so much work considering that the movie is like just an extended episode with like one supernatural occurrence. that like doesn't really feel like it's just a weird episode of Doug. That's long.
It is. It's
You
a
know,
very.
It doesn't feel like a movie. It feels like a weird episode.
No, it was a movie because he gets the girl in the end. Well, he doesn't kiss Patty, but they danced all night at Funky Town. I mean, Funky Town.
Yeah, that sounds like an episode.
Does sound like an episode, yeah.
Remember when I thought Guy was a made-up character for the movie? Then he turns out he's an actual character from OG Nickelodeon Doug. I was like, oh, I thought he was a made-up character made for this, because his name is Guy, and I've never seen him before, but apparently he was in the old show. He wasn't as prevalent as Roger. Also, for Roger being such a big antagonist in Doug's life, it was weird how he kind of got brushed to the side of the movie as a comic relief.
The whole show is comic relief. It's comic.
Yeah, but he was like a second. He was like okay, if Doug's supposed to be quote unquote the straight man and Skeeter's supposed to be the weirdo, then Roger was like the third wheel in that formula. He was
I don't really know what you're saying.
I'm saying that he was the funny guy to the funny guy.
Roger is the funniest thing about the show, but I don't know if that's by design or if it's just because we want to beat up Doug.
Well, it's not because we want to beat up Doug. It's because
we want to beat him up.
It's because Roger's voice is literally like, "Hey, loser. Hey, Doug. What's up, funny?"
I think he's just funny with context, you know? That's just a funny stereotype to us now. We just like funny bully guy who's like, "Hey, there's..."
Yeah. Hashtag bring back bullying. I'm totally pro bullying.
Yeah. That.